DevOps or platform engineering? What's the actual difference? Why are platform engineer roles suddenly everywhere? Who pays more? And which one should you go for? Which is the most important thing. Let's get into it. If you don't know who I am, I'm TechToby. I work as a senior cloud consultant. I'm an AWS community builder and Wiz MVP. I've been working in technology for over 10 years now, and my consulting role actually has me covering everything that falls under the DevOps umbrella. So that could be roles that are platform, DevOps, or cloud engineering. So I have seen all three from the inside. I made a video in the past for DevOps versus cloud engineering, so I'll link that here if you want to go and watch that as well. But this video is about a newer role that's changing how companies look at infrastructure, and that is platform engineering. Alright, so what's the actual difference? Now, the simplest way I can explain this is asking you one question, and that's who do you serve? A DevOps engineer serves a development team. Their job is to automate the delivery of software. So things like CI/CD pipelines with build processes, testing, deployments. So the process of like making sure code actually gets from a developer's laptop into production, that's the core of it. Now, a platform engineer serves other engineers. Their job is to build the underlying infrastructure, which is the whole platform, which is typically on cloud computing and the tooling that everyone uses. That could be developers, that could be DevOps engineers, it can be whoever. And they create what is called an internal developer platform, an IDP. So you want to think of that as kind of like a self-service layer where a developer can spin up an environment, deploy an application, or access resources without really needing to understand what's happening underneath. They don't need to know Kubernetes, they don't need to know compute or networking. They just use the platform. And here's what I've actually seen happen in practice across the companies that I've consulted for. Developers are taking back the ownership of delivery. They know how to automate their pipelines, they know how to ship code. Now, I'm not going to say it's what they don't know, because a lot of devs do understand some aspects of Kubernetes, but it's more of the case is that should they know it? Should they really be knowing how to configure a Kubernetes cluster, do their Docker images, networking, compute, or even handle security at the infrastructure layer? That is exactly what the platform team is now handling. So that kind of traditional DevOps role where you had one person managing both the infrastructure and the CI/CD, splitting it into two, developers are now sort of taking back that delivery and automating the software, and platform engineers are handling the platform that they're delivering on. And it's creating much more leaner, focused teams. And I think the real benefit is that people are focused on what they're good at. Another aspect to it where you might have like a site reliability engineering team sitting alongside the platform team for monitoring and support, but that really depends on the scale of the organization. Smaller companies might have one team doing it all. Larger companies may separate out those functions. Now, why are the platform engineer roles suddenly appearing everywhere? If you have been looking at job boards recently, you've probably noticed a bit of a shift. A year or two ago, everything was a DevOps engineer. Now you're seeing platform engineer or infrastructure engineer, or sometimes you may even see a role titled software engineer-infrastructure. And the reason for that is pretty straightforward. Companies have realized that every development team managing their own infrastructure was expensive. And not only was it expensive, it was inconsistent and hard to secure. You would have 5 different teams building out their own deployment pipelines in 5 different ways, all making their own decisions, and it just doesn't scale naturally as a company grows. So what they started doing was centralizing that into a platform team. So if you have one team that really focuses on building that standardized infrastructure that everyone can make use of, it becomes like a golden path and self-service. And they already have the guardrails baked in to support those developers. And now the people who build those platforms, what are the skills that they need real deep understanding on? Well, of course, Terraform, Kubernetes, networking, security, and cloud architecture. The same skills that are in DevOps roles or cloud engineering roles, just applied a little differently. And this brings me on to today's sponsor, AMD. One of the biggest reasons that platform engineering has exploded is because of AI. Companies are now running AI workloads at scale, training models, deploying inference endpoints, and managing GPU clusters. And somebody has to build the platform that all runs on, and that is platform engineers. The hardware underneath those platforms matters a lot. AMD EPYC 9005 processors are built on Zen 5 architecture with up to 192 cores, and they are specifically designed for this high density, high efficiency workloads that platform teams are dealing with. AI inference, large scale virtualization, and data-driven enterprise applications. A single EPYC powered server can consolidate what used to take multiple older machines machines, which means platform teams do more with less infrastructure. If you are building or managing cloud infrastructure at scale, it's worth understanding what is actually powering it. I'll leave a link to AMD EPYC in the description. Now, who pays more and what is harder? Now, pay in the UK, platform engineers are generally paying the same or slightly more than DevOps roles. And the reason for that is kind of simple. It's a newer title with fewer experienced people, and not everybody wants to switch over. So a lot of people like being DevOps engineers. A lot of people like being cloud engineers. At the moment, the demand is outpacing the supply. So for a senior, likely you're looking sort of nationwide between £80,000 and £110,000 a year. Now that is of course depending on the industry and the location that you're working in. If you're contracting, platform engineering day rates have been climbing because companies need this skill set now, and they can't always find it. Now, what's more challenging? Honestly, I think platform engineering, and I say that as someone who has done both. With DevOps, you're deep into CI/CD and deployment automation, which is complex, but it's relatively scoped and is scoped to the product you're working on. But with platform engineering, you need to understand everything at a huge scale. Kubernetes, networking, compute, security, identity, monitoring, and then abstract all of that into one self-service experience that other engineers want to use. You're not just building the infrastructure, you're building a product that other engineers are going to use, yourself are going to use, and you need to support it non-stop. And other engineers, as we know, as being engineers, we are very picky. So which one should you go for? The same answer I gave in the DevOps engineer versus cloud engineer video. It really depends on you as a person, but I'll give you a slightly more opinionated steer this time. If you love the developer workflow, pipelines, build systems, shipping code fast, DevOps is a great fit. You'll be close to the product, you'll see the direct impact of your work every day into something that gets deployed. Now, if you're the type of person that likes building systems that other people use, and you enjoy the architecture side, you want to go deep on Kubernetes, infrastructure as code, cloud native tooling, platform engineering is probably where you should be looking. As I said, I think it's a little more complex, but it's also where the industry is heading. The skills that you've built in your other roles are incredibly transferable. It's just getting your head around a new way of working. So if you are already a DevOps engineer or a cloud engineer, you're much more close to making the shift than you already think. Most of the skills overlap, it's just the mindset. You go from I'm building infrastructure for this team to I'm building a platform for everybody. So that is DevOps versus platform engineering. If you haven't seen my video for DevOps versus cloud engineers, I'll link it here. If this was useful, subscribe. I make videos about cloud engineering careers, interview preparation, and just working in the industry as a whole. Cheers, guys.